So a friend of mine sent me this theme. It says a lot of little cute sayings all around it, but the one that they really wanted to focus on was, know that I'm ready in 5 minutes is a feeling, not a unit of time. And they asked me to explain this. So here we go.
Let's rock!
So I have a few quotes that I want to read to you as we start talking about time, and hopefully it'll explain things a little bit engineering perspective. Time does not exist. We invented it. Time is what the clock says. The distinction between the past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. And that was Albert Einstein. Another quote for you. We can measure time much better than the weight of something or an electrical current, but what time really is a question that I can't answer for you. And that's Tom O'Brien. He's a physicist and former chief timekeeper of NIST. NIST is the National Institute of Standards and Technology. And these aren't the only two. There's like a ton of quotes about time and how it's not real and how it's perception, etc., etc. Which brings us back to time being a feeling and not an actual measure. So there's this term thrown around in the ADHD and neurospicy communities called time blindness. And it's basically that our perception of time is skewed, that we lose track of time, that we can't predict how long things will take to actually complete. And all of that's true. Let's go to an example. Try this out if you want. Go sit in a closet, close the door, lights are off, and there's nothing to do in the closet. There's no watch, there's no phone, there's no light, there's no anything. There's no stimulation of any kind. And try and sit there for an hour and see how well it goes.
Anyone? Anyone?
You'll probably come out of the closet. Maybe I should say that a different way. You'll probably exit the closet and you'll think that an hour has passed and it'll be more like 15 or 20 minutes. So our perception of time changes based on what's happening around us. So this is really the key to understanding time blindness in ADHD. It has to do with hyperfocus and it has to do with the different types of attention that our brain has. Currently, science points out two types of attention. The first one is automatic attention, and the second one is directed attention. Automatic attention is our happy place. It's where the brain likes to live.
This is a happy place!
There's little effort involved, time seems to fly by, and it uses part of our brain called the default mode network. And you don't have to remember that. The second type of attention is directed attention. Time does not fly by. It crawls, and it seems to take forever. So when our neurospicy brains get into hyperfocus, we're in automatic attention. We don't have to force a lot of effort in order to actually get things done. But it's much more difficult for us to control. So going back to clocks, they don't really measure time, they measure cycles or frequency. And we use that to kind of create what we call a standardized time that everyone can use to talk to each other. Time is really fluid. It moves around. It expands when we're in directed attention and things take forever. But it contracts when we're in automatic attention and things just kind of fly by. And so, like our closet example, the passage of time is very personal and very subjective to our own perceptions. So going back to our original question, I'm ready in 5 minutes doesn't mean I'm ready in 5 minutes on the clock. It means I'll be ready in 5 minutes in my head, not in your head.
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
I hope that made sense, and I hope it was helpful. I appreciate you spending some time with me today, and I look forward to the next one where we engineer the crap out of ADHD.